This video is designed to open your mind and to really show you how we can take advantage of what is happening right now, specifically over the next couple months. Now, why 2 months? Well, I strongly believe that in the next 2 months, things can get a lot worse than what is happening right now. I've been saying for the longest period of time that there is going to be an event, a cataclysmic event that is going to push the market down quite significantly, whether that happens in the next 2 months or the next 2 years. It is going to happen sometime between now and then, but ultimately, even if this isn't, this is going to be a good opportunity for us to take advantage, and ultimately, you don't want to be someone who is not convicted in a project. We're going to talk about reasons why and why you want to find the projects you are convicted in and how that will benefit you greatly moving into 24/25, aka the next bull market, because you will ultimately believe in the project, make better investment decisions, and you're going to ride out the red waves and ultimately just take profits on the green ones, okay, guys? So all of this and more in today's video, so let's just not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. All right, so stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to get into why the next 2 months specifically is going to be paramount for our success moving into the next bull market. But first, I want to actually show you guys what has unfolded and why these next 2 months can get a lot worse or potentially get a little bit better. So again, this is like my buffer, let the dust settle time periods. The first thing most of you should know, because I've made a video on this already, is the Hinman documents are being released in approximately 3 days. Now the court, both parties, XRP and the SEC, have seen these documents already on the 6th. They were postponed because information was redacted from the public. And again, in 3 days, the 13th of June, as you can see here, we will see what these actually say. My God, that was a mistake. So it's very important, okay, because this is going to be able for us to see, okay, why was Ethereum classified not as a security? And does that reasoning apply now with XRP? If it does apply and XRP is considered not a security, it will help the markets very significantly. The markets will definitely pump. I believe we're in a bear market. I believe it'll definitely trail off. But in the short term, it'll definitely help push up the news. Now, I'm going to go over some other very, very bad news in just a moment that may suppress that quite a lot, okay? Typically, I think that would really boost the markets up, but this might suppress it, if not make it non-existent, okay? But yeah, again, if it is also seen as a bad thing, for example, if the Hinman documents come out and say, hey, yes, ETH actually is not a security, and actually we can prove to you that under these rules, under what we classified Ethereum as not a security, XRP by our technicality is a security, the markets are going to be horrifically bad, guys. We probably will never see something like this again, possibly even under the degree, if not more worse than the COVID crash back in 2020, okay? And that is why I'm saying, right, and this is going to come up again later in the video, the word conviction. It's very important those new to the space and even experienced investors alike understand what this word means, okay? Again, I'm going to touch on it more later on. So what is some other news that could really propel and kind of stir up the dust in the next few days specifically? Well, again, Binance US has suspended deposits and withdrawals. So if you are someone who has any sort of US currency over in that exchange, specifically the US exchange, be very careful, either move it into crypto or take it off, whatever you want to do. Just be in mind that it's going to be extremely hard to bring it back on again, okay? So they've only given their customers until the 13th of June. Yes, the exact date the Hinman documents will be released to get their fiat off, okay? And they've specifically said to take your currency off, okay? Because they're transitioning to a crypto-only exchange for the time being. Again, Binance US has encouraged its customers to take it all off. Very concerning. I believe this is one of the most sort of prominent reasons why the market has specifically crashed as much as it has today. But it definitely gets worse. Robinhood has removed 3 cryptocurrencies from its exchange. That's a total of about 14 cryptocurrencies they have hosted on their exchange, only 11 now rather. And those 3 are Solana, Cardano, and Polygon. Now, the really concerning thing is, again, they haven't given their community too much time as well to kind of get this sorted out, is that, well, there's a fair bit of money tied up in these 3 projects on the exchange, about $583 million bloody dollars, guys, which is actually quite concerning because, as Hal mentions over here, most of the people that have their funds tied up in Robinhood don't know about self-custody. That's why they're on Robinhood, right? They're pretty much novices to crypto. They want to use a very predominant sort of stock or crypto exchange, I guess you could say crypto exchange, such as Robinhood, right? Very easy to use. And so therefore, when they're forced to push off the exchange by the end of June, I think it's the 27th of June, they're most likely going to sell because they won't really know how to move that money around, how to transfer that to a different wallet, so on and so forth. So keep in mind, this is also very dangerous, and those other 11 coins that are on Robinhood total to about $1.3 billion in assets, excluding BTC, ETH, and Doge. Very, very concerning, guys. So just, this all is kind of compounding, and is exactly why I'm saying, I mean, we don't know how far this news is going to like really push out and kind of suppress crypto. So again, if you don't have conviction, I really suggest you look at the projects you're invested in, okay? Because this really will be a very decisive time for your portfolio, okay? But just when you thought everything was finished, the cherry on top is that the FOMC meeting is 2 days after the 13th, right? So it's my conspiracy, again, my tinfoil hats on here, because obviously the SEC is an extension of the US government, that they already know the results of the sort of court, what's happened with these documents and how supportive it is towards SEC in this case. So again, they might be increasing the rates depending on what the results are to suppress crypto. That is very much an outlandish statement. I get it. Will they really push that heavy into it? I don't know. Choke Point 2.0 is a prime example. A lot of people speculate they closed down Silvergate, SVB, and I forget the other one now, Signature Bank, right? Because they are somehow or predominantly tied to crypto, right? Deposits and withdrawals, you guys know the drill, on and off ramps, okay? So we don't really know. Ultimately, I'm just supplying you with all the news, at least so you are very well aware. I'd like to briefly interrupt and just say, if you are liking the video so far, if I am providing you value, to please take the time to just quickly like the video. And also, if you really do enjoy what I say and my content in general, please hit the subscribe button. I post a video every single day, and there is 2 videos a day coming very soon. Thank you so much. Back to the video. Now, what's currently happening in crypto, right? What are these coins and how well are they performing? Well, these are the SEC altcoins, and as you can see, they are literally crapping the bed. 𝗡cie, Cardano, Polygon, Sandbox, you guys name it. They're all down above 30%, right? Matter of fact, if we go over here and have a look at the heaviest hitters, right? This is the cryptocurrencies that are literally performing the worst by percentage. I've just extrapolated them and put them in my own watch list. I've never heard of Conflux before, but Polygon, Cardano, you never see these projects performing this badly, okay? Gala, it's going to go definitely below 2 cents. Solana, wouldn't surprise me if these guys hit single digits, okay? Mina, pretty well close to its ICO price when I got in, right? NIA, encroaching to $1. Chainlink, guys, this is unbelievable. Chainlink is pretty much lower than what it has been trading in the last 12 months. It's definitely below sort of that channel, right? So yeah, a lot of these projects are presenting themselves at very good prices. Stellar as well, H-bar definitely well below that 5-cent magic price that I always talk about. And Polkadot, beneath $5. Need I say more, guys? So if you are someone, right, who's looking at this and going, now I'm going to get into the conviction side of things in a second, who's looking at this and going to yourself, wow, I'm really scared at what's happening here. I want to keep you in mind. And you know, I've said so much bad news here. The somewhat reasonable / good news is, if we just zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out, right, as they always say. I mean, look, this is where we are right now. We're at about $1.05 trillion global market cap. I mean, only 1 month ago, guys. I mean, we haven't really fallen too far. And look at this. 3 months ago, it's going to shock you, right? We were lower. We were at $900 billion. Now, I'm not going to say we won't go lower than that. There is a chance that things might get a hell of a lot worse. As I said, 2 months is my time frame here. But again, 1 year, about start of the year, we were at about $800 billion. So yes, we've been lower. Again, it's always good to zoom out. But again, this has actually proven a good time for us to maybe buy some more of our favorite projects. So I'm really glad if you've stayed this far and watching this next part, because this information might pertain to you. Therefore, it might be significant to actually help you clear your mind and actually get a portfolio you're extremely happy with. Now, keep in mind, guys, I do one-on-one calls and also help you build a portfolio. If you want the links and want to learn more, I have it in my link tree down below. Nevertheless, it's very important for all of us, right? Because if you're someone who is convicted in a project, i.e., you know, all about the team, the technology, and how the technology might be able to disrupt its current market, or at least its niche or narrative, that's great. Also, its connections and how well it's establishing itself. If you know this sort of groundwork stuff, you have conviction, you believe in the project, just like if you were to believe in Microsoft in 1990, right? You believe in Microsoft because you look at what they're doing and go, oh my God, this might be a really good play for the future. You're a visionary, AKA you have conviction, right? That's a good thing. That means that when we have prices this low, 30%, 40% on the day or on the week like we're seeing now, you're going to want to buy more. The project is undervalued. Conversely, if it's overvalued, you don't really want to buy it. Okay, when the market's too green, when it's going up too fast, you want to sell, okay? So that's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, and this is probably going to apply to most of you, and because it definitely applied to me when I first started crypto, is you're a bit of a newcomer to crypto and you just don't know where to start. Everything just seems to be like too much. So what do? You lean on influencers or YouTubers, whatever it might be. I hate the word influencer, but you rely on people to kind of form a consensus and go, okay, 7 out of 10 people said this is a good project, so it must be a good project. Even if that means you skip right to the end of their video just to see what they have to say. And if that's you, I gotta say something. You are probably someone that we always see down below in the comments saying, oh, I don't like this project because it hasn't moved much in the last 12 months or 3 months. It's a bad project. Okay, you're associating the quality of that project with price. How would you feel if you went over to the stock market right now, saw Tesla not performing too well? It was just like, say, averaging over the last 3 months. Would you say to yourself, Tesla's not a good project or a company, I'm not going to buy any more stocks? No. What do? You look at what they're doing straight away. It's like stocks and crypto apparently are two different things. They're very similar. They're just different industries, right? So you have to do the same thing. And the only way you can tell, as Warren Buffett once said, you don't invest in anything you don't understand. You have to start understanding. Now, I try to do as good of a job as I possibly can on this channel, bringing you all the possible information you need. Definitely more than most crypto YouTubers. I'm proud to say that, right? But you definitely need to do even more research, okay? Now, I'm here to help you again. I definitely can jump on calls with you guys, teach you one-on-one, whatever it might be, right? However much you want to take this seriously. But you definitely need to take that on board yourself and take charge. And I don't want to hear you don't have time of the day. Everyone has 10, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. Wake up earlier, stay up later, whatever suits you, okay? Because I want you guys to ultimately succeed in this industry. You might think I'm crazy for saying that, but why the hell not? Why can't we all win, okay? And ultimately, for us to win, there's going to be some losers. But I want you guys to seriously take this very seriously. The next 2 months is going to be a fantastic time for us to assess what's happening in the next 7 days and say, okay, prices could go lower. Maybe it's time I consolidate some of my projects, the bottom 5 or 6 projects that I don't know much about, right? Take them out if you're not obviously in large losses and reinvest them into projects you actually have conviction in, you actually want to keep buying, or now is the perfect time to learn, okay? 1-2 hours a day, you can really do it in this time frame. Pay close attention to the next few months, guys. Ultimately, I'm here to help. Ask me questions down below, and I really do hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching this video right through to the very end. I hope the 2 videos on your screen now do quench your thirst for more of my content. Ultimately, please like this video if you have enjoyed it and subscribe for daily content. And guys, I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care.